Hello everyone and welcome to this episode in our full game walkthrough of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. In this episode we are going to continue to work our way back down through Neketaka and focus on gathering bounties and other quests. Before we leave the Sacred Stairs, I do want to pick up a bounty from a person up here. I think this is the lady. Yes, this is her.
Tell me, are you someone who walks the path that coin lays out before you?
Lately the gods tend to steer me around.
In death, they steer your soul. But in life, you are bound to coin. Transmuting actions into payment is the alchemy that orders our world. All things turn on the axis of a coin bond. I pay bounties so that death can bring order to life. Would you help me continue the cycle?
We could try to steal her coin. What bounties do you have available?
If you would forge a coin bond, I know of people on these islands who must die. Their fate is already decided. The coin wishes only to collect. Dugra the Ascetic is wanted for crimes against his monastic order. His people have made a coin bond for his death. The Orlan wanders the wilderness on the island of Crookspur, northwest of Neketaka.
I'll return with the Sid. Farewell. Alright, let's continue on. So that's going to be it for bounties up here. There are several quests, especially in here. There's a couple of quests. There's some quests in here which are really high. Temple of Berath. And then we have the start of Edar's quest in here. But I want to have a Jote before we go in here. And we'll come back up to this section very soon. But first I want to talk with the leaders of the Deadfire Trading Company and the leaders of the Valian Trading Company. So we need to go to Queen's Berath and we need to go to the Brass Citadel. I'm gonna go here first. Alright, this is the Brass Citadel. We need to walk down here.
What is your business at the Brass Citadel?
I'm at the Hazanui at the palace.
You're the Watcher. The one who nearly caused a riot in Queensbirth. The Grand Secretary Atsura wants to meet you. His office is on the lower level of Imperial Command. Up the stairs. Once you're inside, go downstairs through the room on the right.
What about the Hazanui?
Her office is at the back of Imperial Command. She is busy organizing other matters, but I am sure she will grant you an audience.
Alright.
With sails unfurled and sword held high, to battle for glory and Rautai.
Faithfully done, Emiani. Report to Wakoyo Nui.
She can be picked up as a as someone that you can have on your ship.
That's
But
the last time I ship out with some soft-handed runt.
But she wants you to have like a really high level as a captain, which I don't think we're there yet. I see my captain status. Let's see. Yeah, I have 4 stars. Maybe she might join us.
Come to gawk too. My punishment's over, you know.
Why are you holding the red hot cannonball?
I punched my captain. Though maybe he shouldn't have insulted my aim. Like I don't know the difference between a smooth and rifled bore.
He deserved it.
He asked if I knew where I was pointing my cannons. I told him to bend over in front of one and we'd find out. It escalated from there. Anyway, I'm not reporting back to Wakoyo, that's for sure. I crewed on mercenary ships before this. Come to think of it, that suited me better. Still a scramble root at heart, I guess. But I'm plenty experienced. Maybe I'll see if anyone's looking for an expert cannoneer.
I could use an experienced cannoneer on my crew.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I only crew with captains I know. Either personally or by reputation. I'm sure you're capable, but I don't know enough about you. Yet. Let's talk again when you've made a name for yourself.
Okay, so we cannot pick her up yet. We need to have a higher reputation as a captain. Let's talk to people up here.
Why does your Ronga carve his name into a rock?
The rock.
Okay, so we need to go to downstairs. This is the Hazanui's office. We can talk to her, I guess, first.
The former Lady of Cadnua, and one-time Terrifier of Harbor Masters, if you have not brought much good news of late. So.
Yeah, she always seems to like bug out with some of these dialogues where she doesn't finish her sentences. There's a god roaming the waters. That's the shape of it.
Just what the archipelago needs. One more disaster.
Tugging at the seams.
He must be stopped.
It's a giant made of living Audra that can absorb soul in an instance. Got any ideas?
Anything can be stopped with sufficient force. The problem is finding the will to deploy it. The Valians won't lift a finger if it isn't to snatch a coin, and the Huana will barely do that much. No one takes charge to solve the big problems. But perhaps we could work together to our mutual benefit.
Perhaps we could.
Look around. Deadfire's full of fertile, temperate islands. Except for Andra's mortar. It's largely free of rough weather. Yet much of it is uninhabited. Itinerant tribes drift between some of the islands, and smugglers and slavers cluster around the rest. It's a waste. Imagine what this place could be, with well-guarded shipping routes. How many Rowataians we could feed with
plantations here. That's a worthy venture.
Glad you agree. If you're chasing the god who's stomping this place into the ground, then we have a common goal. And if you're going to survive here, then you could use an ally.
That's true.
The disaster at Hasongo remains a key concern. We rely on the port there to ship food back to Rawatai. That's on hold until you investigate.
Short of that, there are other matters that demand attention.
Atsura, our Grand Secretary, has a plan that would make use of your unusual talents. His office is downstairs.
Okay, farewell. Let's go downstairs.
We must do what we can do. Care told me that.
Alright, let's go over here. This is the office.
Rhyming Hazanui with
Okay.
Watcher Nui, the Lady of Cadnua. I'm not one for ostentation, but your remarkable display at Queen's birth suggests that you are an individual with skills, not mere style.
I like to think I have plenty of both.
So I see. I am Atsura, Grand Secretary of the Royal Deadfire Company.
For a trading company, you've got a very commanding presence in Neketaka.
And why not? Thousands of years ago, our people came from the archipelago. By one reckoning, we have as much claim on these islands as the Huana. But our purpose here is trade. While our homeland is rich in saltpeter, the violent climate and rocky soils make it a poor source for most other basic staples. It's my business to look after the mainland's interests here.
It's an honor to meet you.
And it's a pleasure to meet someone of your elegant manners. I wish I had been there to see your grand entrance at the palace, but I avoid Serpent's Crown as much as possible. It is a place of entirely too much talk, and I find that the more talk one hears, the less it means.
So what do you want with me?
You are direct. I appreciate that. The demand for luminous Adra has sent the Valian Trading Company into a frenzy. Their expeditions grow too bold, and their officers too greedy. Worse, their rapid expansion attracts pirates and threatens the outlying Juana tribes. This risks souring the Kahanga royals against all foreign involvement, but you can curtail their growth.
How do you expect me to do that?
The Valians have sent an expedition to Pococahara, a storm-wrecked island believed to house a vein of luminous. I hear you accomplished an incredible feat in restoring the luminous Adra near Port Mage. If your abilities allow you to do that, then perhaps you are also capable of the opposite. Find the luminous Adra at Pococahara. Render it unusable to the Valians. This should encourage them to develop the resources they have, rather than reaching for more.
Very well.
I do not have the precise location of Pococahara, but the tribe on the nearby island of Tikawara could probably help. I suggest starting there. Now, what else can I do for you?
Farewell. Okay.
Can't think of anything else that goes with Hazanui.
So we have some additional quests. We can like loot this place too. There's a lot of places you can go and grab stuff.
Criticism is easier than creation.
Especially over here. This room right here. Let's get our rogue.
Sure. Keeping an eye out.
We'll come back in there in a second. Once he moves back, he just goes back and forth. I'll grab this loot in here and then I'll come back when I'm done. Alright, so we are done with Imperial Command. Let us go down to the Fleet Master's office. There's some quests that we can do in there. He provides all the bounties for the Deadfire Trading Company. Alright, let's talk to him. Okoyo.
Clear skies, my friend.
Greetings.
The boats of our decorated armada have orders which spread them thinly across the archipelago. Rawatai finds itself in need of a privateer. Your ship, unmoored from Deadfire politics, is an asset I would grasp with both hands. An arrangement can help us both. You will empty the seas of competition in exchange for profit.
Hunting ships for Rawatai. Where do I begin?
This courage will win you many battles, I think. A Scylla wave skipper is your first target. A pirate shirking any pretense of lawful conduct in the open seas.
I'll take the bounty.
Most excellent. Scylla commands the Voyager River Dragon, which pesters a group of islands to the southwest of Port Mage.
Farewell. Alright, so we are done with this. There is two merchants. There's this Orlin here, and there's another person inside there.
Don't mind me asking, but how do you get your shirts on in the morning?
Any business.
Fair enough. You in the market for some supplies, friend?
Let's see what you have for sale.
Take a look.
There's not much here. Just have a good ring, which reads 3 health restored per 6 seconds. That's alright, actually. From a bones. Other stuff too. Nothing too great. And there's another merchant here that's in this building here. I don't know if we have the reputation for this. We haven't done anything for the Royal Deadfire Trading Company yet. Let's see if we can talk to him.
If this is about the Hazatoa tournament, I've got nothing to do with that, alright? I just serve the drinks.
I'd like to order something.
Sorry, I'm really only supposed to sell to captains working for the Royal Deadfire Company.
Yeah, so, okay. Fair enough. So that's going to be it for this zone. I think there's somebody over here. There's a quest over here, I think. Or a person over here.
Leave. No Valiant spy is coming through on my watch.
I'm a merchant. I have business inside.
Yeah, we can talk to them.
You want to see our walls, our cannons, our...
The Royal Deadfire Company is a trading company, is it not? And you are on Kahanga soil. You cannot turn me away.
The Brass Citadel and the Royal Deadfire Company operate under the auspices of the Ranga Nui of Rawatai. We answer to him, not to you. And certainly not to some tribal queen of Neketaka.
What are you two arguing about?
These Valians are always sending their spies to snoop around, and I won't have it.
And these Rawataians think they own anything they stack 2 stones on top of. I am here to conduct business, not engage in petty power struggles.
If the guard won't let you in, that's it.
Correct. And how am I supposed to conduct my business?
Why anger one of the largest trading factions in Deadfire? Leave gracefully now and try to smooth your entrance later.
I suppose there is wisdom in that. Very well. And Kores.
Good riddance to her. Thanks for your help.
Okay, so that was like the diplomatic approach. I'm gonna go ahead and head on over to the next zone. We have to go through... Actually, might be able to just bypass the gullet. Yeah, so we can bypass the gullet. I don't want to go there just yet because there's a lot of stuff you can do here. And it requires a higher level. There's not much in the way of bounties there. Actually, there's no bounties there. It's all self-sustained quests within the gullet. So we'll head there later. But first we're going to go to Queensbirth. Okay, so we are back in Queensbirth. There's actually a lot to do here. So probably too much for us to do in the remainder of this episode. So what we'll probably do is call it an episode now. And then the next episode we'll pick up and then continue on within this zone. So for now, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.